In this video, I'll cover how to use the concatenate function in Microsoft Excel. I'm using the 2016 Mac version of Excel, but the process is the exact same for PC users as well. So let's get started. The concatenate function joins together a series of strings and other values into one combined text string. So for this function, you enter equals concatenate, and for your argument, you pass in the cell references or the strings that you want to combine together. So let's say we have a directory of first names and last names, and we want to get the full name of every individual. In column C, I'll type in equals concatenate, open and close parentheses, and for our arguments, we'll pass in a cell reference. So we'll pass in A2, and then for the second argument, we'll pass in an empty string with a space, and then for the last argument, we'll pass in a cell reference to B2. The reason we need to pass in a space in the middle is because if we don't, we have one long word which just looks like gibberish. One common problem with this function is when you use dates. If you try to concatenate a date value with a name, it won't show up as you'd expect. Let's take a look at an example. Right next to my full name, I'll enter a random birthday. Let's say we want to write out a string that says the person's full name and their date of birth. Again, we'll type in equals concatenate, and for the first argument, we'll pass in the cell C2, and then for the next argument, I'll reference this birthday and then press enter. And you can immediately see that this isn't the date that we entered. So what's going on here? Well, Excel is trying to evaluate this date as a number. So how do we fix this, right? Well, we can use the text function, which will take this value and treat it as a text. And now you can see that this is more like the value that we were looking for. So that's pretty much it. There's not much else to this function. Play around with the different value types and see if you get any surprises. Have fun.